All right, so this is how we're going to do this. Let's go ahead and go through the coins and look at them. I'll tell you how they're graded. This old rattler is PCGS MS65 red, and really neat coin. Now, some of these coins belong to me, some to a customer, and of course, you'll be able to distinguish between those two because the ones with CAC stickers are my customers, and the other ones are mine. So, having said that, lovely coin. Also, something to point out, just as we get ready to go here, is that you know, we picked out a lot of things. He has a lot of coins he still wants sent in, and I kind of picked my favorites. So, and I'm going to pretend that matters. So CAC, there you go, got the green bean. That's what they're looking for, folks. CAC, CAC, CAC. And that one hits it. So that's fun because it's I like old holders a little bit, and it's just kind of a neat coin. NGC MS65 1925 piece dollar, and this one I'll say was really high on my list. I really liked this coin, and that is just the kiss of death. So, of course, not all of them are going to come back with the CAC sticker on it, right? But it's just like shooting a basketball. You take the shot because you think you're going to make it, right? I mean, there is not a time at which you don't take a shot, right? And think, oh, I'm going to miss this. All right, 1886. This is an old fatty. I like the old fatty. Love the look of this coin. And in my mind, I think he bought this coin for me. I love the crispy edges, right? Like that's actually one of my favorite looks on a Morgan. This Morgan has super full bloom, eye appeal, super original, with just the crust on the edges, and lovely sunset toning, and CAC approved. This is where they have like, if I had a producer, I'd have like sound effects and stuff. But instead, I make them myself. Whee! Okay. That was like a lot of sound effects right now. This is a 1926 Denver Mint. And this guy here is an old fatty holder, graded MS63. Now, this one I'm going to dwell on just a little bit because this coin has like super eye appeal to it. In person, I mean, the coin is just stunning. And so this was the one coin in the group that I thought, oh, this coin's gonna get a gold sticker. Like, there's no way in my mind's eye this coin's only a 3. Still, there's no way this coin is only a 3. So the gold sticker is when they're like, yeah, this coin's undergraded. It's hard for me to describe the eye appeal of this coin. The toning. Look at there's like magenta in there. Magenta. I mean, who gets to see magenta on a coin? Who gets to watch a video where they say magenta and talk about a coin? No one, right? Just here. All right, next for your viewing pleasure, we have this 1939 proof. 1939 proof Mercury dime. So, these ones are hard for me to grade. This is graded proof 66. And so it's really hard for me to tell sometimes on these what someone will call a coin. The coin itself has a really nice look to it. It's got a lot of little toning to it, and I wasn't really sure when I saw the toning what they would do with this one. By the way, you want to see what happens when a die gets really heavily polished. Look at the E in the word one. Like, it's like missing its backbone, basically. Looks like the Chinese, was that the Chinese symbol for 10? What am I thinking of? There's your green bean, by the way, and they have a little, they still send this little thing here when you get I said green bean. There's the gold bean. I'm a man, I'm colorblind, what do you want? So the gold CAC label placed on this holder denotes that the coin has exceeded CAC's stringent grading standards. CAC is an independent numismatic coin authentication service and is not connected with the grading service that graded and encapsulated this coin, or with any other coin grading service. To verify authenticity and more, go to caccoin.com. I find this interesting because it still has these labels that say not connected with any coin grading service, because they're starting their own coin grading service. So we shall see what happens. Okay, so some of you diehards out there know this coin already. This is 1919S. These are a few of my favorite things, and this is one of my all-time favorite coins that I've owned. 19S. Lincoln Cent, with just amazing toning to it, and it's just beautiful. I just love this coin tremendously, and they forgot to put the sticker on this one. I don't know. There was a basketball game the other night. It was a rough night for the refs, and I thought, I guess sometimes you get a call right, sometimes you get it wrong. I don't know. So 1876 proof, 10-cent piece. This is graded a 63 proof cameo. Actually, of course, some of you who do follow the channel may recognize the coin. And this is a fun little coin that CAC liked. I thought there was only a couple coins. I still think this coin is insanely undergraded. Insanely undergraded. That's me speaking hyperbolically, folks. It's just undergraded a little bit. This coin has the eye appeal way better than a 63. It has really fine hairlines in the field, so I get it. But this is, by the way, one of the reasons why you don't just buy coins for holders. You can be picky and find coins with holders that the coin looks really nice, right? So there is that. All right. Next we have, this is a pattern coin. This is actually a proof pattern, shield nickel struck in copper. And so it looks just like a normal shield nickel, only it's in copper. So it's got this crazy color to it as it's toned over. One of my all-time favorite little pieces here that I've owned. I just love looking at the color palette on this coin. From a distance you can't tell, right? So if it's like this, it's kind of flat. And then you get the color in it, and it just looks great. No sticker for this guy. This is a proof 65 brown. So this is, you got to get a 65, you got to have a really good looking coin. The interesting thing about the theory on CAC is it's supposed to be kind of like a scale. It's supposed to be like a percentage of the grade and nice for the grade. And if you're doing that by the coin, so when you have a pattern coin where there's only a handful of them out there, how do you know, right? What do you have to compare it to? All right, so next up we got a 1951 quarter that is a proof 67 star cameo, which I thought would be awesome to have a coin that had a proof 67 star cameo with a CAC on it, because I want as many acronyms and letters, as I can on my coin holders. So this is CAC. Okay, all right. So look, and I'm aware of this, and some of you, I've said this out loud. I'll say it again. The things that get me in trouble in life is when I get to be ahead of myself and I don't take time to slow down, and when I don't look at the details. Now there's certain modern coins. There's a cutoff for some of their modern coins that they grade and don't grade, and I thought that was there, and it isn't. So I won't. All right, Norfolk. Hey, folks. MS66 old fatty holder. Old fatty holder. Some of these coins, they've got this kind of purple hue to it. the Norfolk goes down in history as the busiest U.S. coin of all time. Like, here it's like peeling an onion. There's one layer, there's another layer, there's another layer, and it just keeps going, right? And there's just a whole lot going on that coin. And then the other side, also, like, hey, we had some free space. What do you want to do with that? Is that an oak leaf? Let's put that there. I mean, it's just insane. And then, by the way, how about the all-time nicest designer's initials for a coin ever? What is going on there? Look at that. That's a whole lot of something. So, also the Norfolk, by the way, one of the things that I actually really like, I'm not being mean to the coin, don't get me wrong. The Norfolk has actually one of my favorite looks, which is to say the field isn't smooth. Look at the field. So there's a couple coins like that where the field's rough, and it actually adds so much to the coin as far as the overall look. In my opinion, I think it looks really nice. CAC got the sticker. CAC approved. And this is the 66. That's a tough one. This is the old fatty, the ones with the gold labels. I know that some of you guys are hot to trot for that type of stuff. It's all good. And not only was I able to not read the instructions once, I was able to do it twice. 48S and MS67. That'd be a fun coin to get a sticker on, right? And maybe they'll open up some of these modern issues later on down the line. They've said that they're not definitely going to be limited forever on some of the things that they've been doing. So once again, you get back to a really fun Rattler coin, 1947, Walking Liberty half dollar. Now this half dollar is graded MS64. You Walker specialists, you just smack me down right now. But no sticker, and the coin's just lovely. I mean, it's just lovely. So, two of my favorite coins, I don't know. I mean, all the coins we picked we thought were good coins, right? So, but anyways, this guy, and then that piece dollar was insane, man. Just insane. All right, proof 65 red brown. Also, I know a lot of you are familiar with this coin because I had like 10 of you contact me and try to buy this coin when it went up in its open box video, but we had sent it in already for CAC approval by the time the video hit, so that was just a timing issue. So anyway, the coin is spoken for, so sorry about that. Proof 65 red brown. No cameo, but you got the bean on there, and you will see what happens. Actually, technically, it's the first right of refusal, so we'll see what happens on that guy. But that coin is super popular with the ladies and gentlemen. Everybody liked that coin. The good news is not everybody liked all the coins we sent in. So like this 1850 half cent and an MS62 brown, which seems pretty reasonable to me. MS62 brown. Just kind of a cool piece of history right here. Just look at the eye appeal on that coin. Look at the rim. I love the rim on this thing. Just how wide it is, how fat it is on that half cent. Yeah. And I don't know what their boundaries are for stuff. This has some spotting to it, and it's copper, so maybe that's what's going on. I mean, maybe that's why the coin's only 2. I thought it would CAC because I thought 2 seems like such a soft grade for that coin, but it's all right. I'm not a professional. All right, so 1880. This is a fun coin. Now this one I always I knew was a stretch because you can't, to take a 66 Morgan and say, yeah, let's go ahead and get that on the top half of the grade or whatever, however you want to describe it. I know I'm not using their nuances, guys. Just bear with me here. Yeah, I'm not doing this for my own benefit. All right, so 1880S, this is actually the 8/9, and that variety is actually the O/9, right? Because there's a remnant of the 9 back underneath the 0. That is a 0. It's not an O any more than that 1 is an I. No sticker. This is one of the coins that was least surprising to me that it didn't get a sticker. I like the coin. I think it's lovely. But like I said, getting a high-grade Morgan to get a sticker might be a little bit more difficult than some of the other coins. All right, 1845, 2.5. So this coin, all right, I can tell you the history of this coin exactly. I bought this coin in Texas last June, and I've had it for a bit, and now it's going to sell. Super fun coin, really, really a scarce coin in uncirculated grades. Has a kind of a wonky look to it. By that I mean, so first of all, I love so the reverse luster is really great, right? So it has a very natural luster to it, something that you expect to see on a 2.5 if you've seen lots of 2.5s. The face of the coin, the obverse, has how would you put it? It has a real interesting sheen to it. Like the luster is different. The luster, instead of having a circular luster like you want to see, it has this these flat luster. And the funny thing is, it looks at a distance, they look like hairlines. Like there. By the way, like at this angle, you can see there are some hairlines, but that's not that big of a deal. That's just a little bit of like cabinet wear. But what I'm talking about is the fact that it has a flat appearance like this. Now, my argument on this coin is that is actually just the way the coin was struck. Almost the same thing that you would see with like a proof-like finish on a coin. Look at the way there's lines that striate. I guess that's a word. It is now. From right now at this angle, they're going to be going across your screen from left to right. That would be horizontal. That's actually really a nice original feature of this coin, and so I think a lot of people saw that and they thought, well, this coin is not is that cleaning? What is that? But to me, upon further review, all of those lines are naturally embedded in the coin, and super rare coin. And I think now that it's properly, this is, by the way, I haven't talked about this on this video yet, really, just the valuations and stuff, but of all the coins here, of course, only a handful of them are mine anyways, but this, as just a case study, helps sell this. It just does. And that's one of the reasons why I sent it in. That's one of the reasons why I chose to, and when I talk about market forces and what the market will bear and not bear. You got to pay attention if you're going to be in the market just to what the market's doing. You can't control the rules of the game. You can only play. So 1920 Mercury dime, really cool toning actually, kind of dark, a little bit dark, enigmatic maybe, I don't know. So not the right word, I know. MS65 full bands. No sticker, so much for the guys liking the dark, crusty toned coins, huh? Really pretty coin, and I thought it would come back with the bean. Of course, that's a silly thing to say because, I thought they'd all come back with the beans. Okay, so this is where we have to learn how to film properly. All right, this Wisconsin. So I've had Wisconsin's graded, I think 67 plus. Wisconsin's come really high grade. They have these super huge open fields, and apparently, because when you deliver coins in the snow, even if you drop them, they're safe. These coins almost never have any marks on them. And then they've got the badger, and you've got to make friends with the badger because the badger's your friend. And these coins, this is an old fatty with the gold label on the back. This coin is MS65 and just stunning. And of course, they put the gold sticker on here. The reason I mentioned this coin is 67. I had a coin that looked just like this that was a 67 plus. I mean, just like this. This was one that I definitely thought that's got to be an upgrade. There's a couple that I thought would be upgrades, But you know, but that one I was actually right on. You know, so sometimes I'm right whether I want to be or not. 1900 Morgan dollar, PCGS, whatever this is, Gen 2 holder. See, it's got the little skadoolies there. And the outer rim, so it's got both things going on. So the case looks like a rattler, and but then it looks like the modern holder all at the same time. MS65, and really just a pretty coin, pretty coin. And this one gets the gold, and that one I was surprised by. Yeah, lovely coin though. I mean, don't get me wrong. We picked the coins we thought were lovely, right? Okay, last but not least, another coin that I'd have a hard time identifying on my own is what they're going to say or do. This is a 1954 in a PCGS holder, the old green holder. This one's a proof 65. And overall, just a nice looking coin. You know, I wasn't sure what they do. They went ahead and put the sticker on it. Nice coin. Good looking coin. So now the wind up here is, guys, for those of you who are keeping track at home. So you know you can only do 20 coins in this submission. I was only allowed to do 20 coins in this submission. There's a lot of reasons for that, and I did 2 of them wrong. So I'm 10% an idiot. That's most of you know I'm a lot more of an idiot than that. But so for the 7 coins that I sent in for myself, 3 of them got the green bean. And so that means the remainder coins, we're going to call that 11 instead of 12. The 11 coins I sent in for the customer, 8 of them got stickered. 3 of those got the gold. So, and like I said, this is probably not representative of everything, but we were selective about what to send in. So, you know, I'm sure a lot of people are, but I know a lot of people actually just, hey, let's send it in to CAC because then it becomes more valuable, and that's not entirely the thought process. You know, you gotta have scrutiny. You gotta scrutinize the coins. All right, guys, there it is, the CAC unveiling to end all CAC unveilings. I'm Ben the Coin Geek. You can subscribe by clicking on the owl button in the corner and watch more videos on the right side of the screen. Thanks.